Welcome to Empathy Stories, where heartfelt narratives illuminate the human spirit. Today, join us in the touching journey of Ryan, Olivia, and Isabella, a story of profound loss, unexpected compassion, and the healing power of forming a new family. Discover how their lives intertwine to create a legacy of hope and resilience. In the sprawling cityscape of Chicago, where the relentless pace of life often masks the silent struggles of its inhabitants, Laura Parker navigated her existence with a heavy heart. Her small, sparsely furnished apartment stood as a stark reminder of the vibrant life she once led, a life centered around her beloved daughter, Grace. 2 years had passed since Grace's sudden and tragic death, an event that had shattered Laura's world and left her grappling with an overwhelming sense of loss and despair. Once a dedicated nurse, Laura had devoted her days to caring for others, finding solace in the lives she touched and the comfort she provided. Her nights, however, were haunted by memories of Grace's laughter and the unfulfilled dreams they had shared. The grief had seeped into every corner of her life, making each day a monotonous struggle to stay afloat amidst mounting medical debts and the haunting silence of her empty apartment. The vibrant colors of her past had faded into muted tones, each day blending seamlessly into the next without a glimpse of hope on the horizon. On a particularly cold Saturday evening, seeking a moment of peace away from the suffocating confines of her apartment, Laura found herself wandering the quiet expanse of Grant Park. The chill in the air mirrored the emptiness she felt inside, the biting wind cutting through her thin coat and chilling her to the bone. She sat alone on a secluded bench, the world around her moving in a blur of lights and shadows, while she remained rooted in her own turmoil. The weight of her despair pressed down on her, making it difficult to breathe, her thoughts a relentless whirlwind of grief and regret. As she gazed out at the still waters of the park's lagoon, the distant sounds of city life seemed distant and irrelevant. Her phone buzzed incessantly in her pocket, a stark contrast to the peaceful silence she sought. Ignoring it was futile, and with a weary sigh, she glanced at the screen, a reminder of yet another overdue bill. The financial strain had become unbearable, each notification a reminder of the life she had lost and the future she couldn't reclaim. Her exhaustion reached a tipping point that evening, the combination of grief and financial pressure overwhelming her. She closed her eyes, trying to summon the strength to carry on. But the darkness pressed in, consuming her with its relentless grip. Suddenly, she felt herself lose consciousness, her body succumbing to the weight of her despair. The cold bench provided no comfort, and as her surroundings blurred, Laura felt herself slipping into a void, the world fading away around her. Unbeknownst to Laura, fate had another plan in motion. Benjamin Reed, a renowned billionaire businessman known for his sharp intellect and philanthropic endeavors, was driving through Grant Park on his way home from a late meeting. Beneath his polished exterior and the trappings of immense wealth lay a man who had also known profound loss. An accident had taken his wife, leaving him to raise their young daughter, Emma, who had been diagnosed with autism. The challenges of single parenthood had reshaped Benjamin's life, filling his days with responsibilities that no amount of success could alleviate. As Benjamin's sleek black car navigated the winding paths of the park, his keen eyes caught sight of Laura's fragile form on the bench. Her disheveled appearance and the way she clung to her coat against the cold struck a chord deep within him. Despite the vast differences in their lives, there was an undeniable connection, a shared sense of loss and a silent plea for help that transcended their disparate worlds. Driven by an uncharacteristic impulse, Benjamin pulled over, the headlights illuminating Laura's weary face. Stepping out of his car, he approached her with a calm yet urgent demeanor. "Are you all right?" he asked, his voice steady but filled with genuine concern. His presence, commanding yet compassionate, was a stark contrast to the loneliness that enveloped Laura. Laura looked up, her tired eyes meeting Benjamin's. The exhaustion in her gaze was palpable. Her voice barely a whisper as she shook her head slowly. Words failed her. The depth of her despair rendering her mute. Sensing her vulnerability, Benjamin extended his hand. A lifeline amidst the storm of her emotions. "Come with me," he said softly, his eyes reflecting a depth of empathy that reached beyond mere words. With great effort, Laura allowed herself to be helped to her feet. The cold night air was a welcome change from the suffocating despair that had consumed her for so long. As Benjamin guided her into his car, she felt a flicker of hope ignite within her, a feeling she had not allowed herself to experience since Grace's passing. The warmth of the vehicle was a stark contrast to the biting chill outside. And as they drove away from the park, Laura glanced back one last time. The silhouette of the bench, once a symbol of her despair, faded into the distance, signifying the end of one chapter and the uncertain beginning of another. Inside Benjamin's luxurious home, Laura was greeted with an environment that was both overwhelming and comforting. The opulence of the mansion was a far cry from her modest apartment. Yet there was an undeniable warmth that emanated from Benjamin's presence. She was introduced to Emma, Benjamin's autistic daughter, whose gentle demeanor and curious eyes immediately softened Laura's guarded heart. Despite the initial awkwardness, Laura felt an instant connection with Emma, recognizing in her the same quiet strength that had defined her own resilience. As she settled into the guest room, Laura couldn't help but feel a sense of relief mixed with trepidation. Benjamin assured her that she was welcome to stay as long as she needed, offering not just shelter but a chance at healing. The first night in the mansion was a blend of gratitude and anxiety. As Laura lay on the plush bed, her thoughts swirling with memories of Grace and the uncertain future that lay ahead. Little did she know, this unexpected encounter with Benjamin and Emma would mark the beginning of a journey filled with love, empathy, and the profound lessons that come from opening one's heart to others. In their shared moments of vulnerability and compassion, Laura began to find the strength to heal. And in turn, she would become an integral part of Benjamin and Emma's lives, forging a bond that would redefine what it means to be a family. In the weeks that followed her unexpected rescue, Laura Parker found herself settling into the refined yet welcoming environment of Benjamin Reed's expansive Chicago mansion. The opulent decor, with its high ceilings and tasteful artwork, was a stark contrast to the modest apartment she had left behind. Yet, amidst the luxury, there was an undeniable warmth that emanated from Benjamin, creating an atmosphere that was both comforting and inviting. Benjamin, ever the meticulous host, understood the importance of making Laura feel at ease in her new surroundings. He had always valued efficiency and precision in his professional life, but now he devoted himself to ensuring that Laura felt supported and appreciated in her personal journey of healing. Their days began with shared breakfasts in the sunlit dining room, where the aroma of freshly brewed coffee mingled with the scent of blooming flowers from the garden outside. These mornings became a ritual, a time for quiet conversation and mutual understanding. Emma, Benjamin's autistic daughter, was at the heart of this new dynamic. Initially reserved and cautious, Emma gradually began to open up under Laura's gentle care. Laura approached her with patience and empathy, recognizing the unique challenges Emma faced in navigating the world. She introduced Emma to activities that could engage her interests and provide a sense of accomplishment, such as painting and simple cooking projects. The two formed a special bond, their interactions filled with moments of shared laughter and unspoken understanding. One particularly crisp autumn afternoon, Laura and Emma found themselves in the art studio Benjamin had set up for her. The room was filled with canvases, paints, and brushes, a haven for creative expression. Laura watched as Emma meticulously painted a vibrant landscape, her focus unwavering. The quiet concentration in Emma's eyes mirrored Laura's own journey of finding focus amidst chaos. You have a real talent. Emma. Laura remarked softly, careful not to startle her. Emma glanced up, a shy smile playing on her lips. Thank you, Miss Laura. It makes me happy. Laura felt a surge of warmth at the sincerity in Emma's response. I'm glad. Sometimes, creating something beautiful can help us feel better inside. As the days turned into weeks, the trio's relationship deepened, evolving from caregiver and child to a semblance of family. Benjamin observed this transformation with a sense of fulfillment he had not anticipated. The presence of Laura brought a renewed sense of purpose to his life, helping him navigate the complexities of single parenthood with greater ease and compassion. One evening, as the sun dipped below the horizon, casting a golden glow across the mansion's gardens, Benjamin invited Laura to join him for a quiet walk. The crisp air was filled with the scent of fallen leaves and the distant sounds of the city winding down for the night. Laura, Benjamin began, his voice thoughtful. I've been thinking a lot about how much you've helped us. Emma has flourished with your support, and I can't thank you enough. Laura glanced at him, her eyes reflecting a mix of gratitude and humility. It's been my pleasure, Benjamin. Emma is a wonderful girl, and she deserves all the love and care she can get. Benjamin paused, searching her face for a moment before continuing. You know, in my business dealings, I've always valued efficiency and results. But with you, it's different. You bring something more, something that numbers can't measure. Laura felt a blush rise to her cheeks, touched by his words. Thank you. I've found purpose in helping Emma, and in doing so, I've started to heal myself as well. Their conversation was interrupted by the soft footsteps of Emma, who approached them with a basket of freshly picked flowers from the garden. She handed a delicate blossom to Laura, her eyes bright with pride. Look, Miss Laura, I picked this for you. Laura accepted the flower, her heart swelling with emotion. Thank you, Emma. It's beautiful. As they stood together, surrounded by the beauty of the evening and the blossoming bond between them, Laura couldn't help but reflect on the unexpected turns her life had taken. What began as a desperate plea for help had blossomed into a relationship founded on mutual respect, love, and the shared journey of healing. Benjamin, too, had discovered a depth of connection and compassion that had long been absent from his life. His interactions with Laura and Emma enriching his existence in ways he had never imagined. The mansion, once a symbol of Benjamin's solitary success, had transformed into a home filled with laughter, love, and the comforting presence of a new family. Laura's dedication to Emma not only provided the young girl with the support she needed but also rekindled a sense of purpose within herself. The lessons learned from their intertwined lives were profound. Empathy could bridge the deepest of divides. Love had the power to heal the most profound wounds, and unexpected connections could lead to the most beautiful and enduring relationships. As autumn gave way to winter, the bond between Laura, Benjamin, and Emma only grew stronger. Their shared experiences and the unwavering support they offered each other created a foundation of trust and love that promised a future filled with hope and resilience. In the quiet moments spent together, whether tending to the garden or sharing stories by the fireplace, they found solace in each other's presence, understanding that they had become an unbreakable family bound by love and the enduring strength of the human spirit. As the seasons shifted from the vibrant hues of autumn to the serene stillness of winter, the bond between Laura Parker, Benjamin Reed, and Emma Reed blossomed into something profoundly beautiful. What had begun as a desperate rescue had evolved into a deep, familial connection that neither Laura nor Benjamin had anticipated. From an outsider's perspective, it was clear that their lives were intertwining in ways that transcended the conventional boundaries of caregiver and employer. forming a new family built on mutual respect, love, and unwavering support. Laura had settled into Benjamin's home with a grace that belied the turmoil she had endured. The mansion, once a symbol of Benjamin's solitary success, now stood as a sanctuary where both he and Laura could find solace. Their days were filled with routines that balanced care and companionship, each moment reinforcing the bond they were steadily building. Laura's presence brought a sense of warmth and vitality that Benjamin had longed for since Eleanor's untimely death, while her empathy and understanding provided a nurturing environment for Emma. Emma, with her bright eyes and gentle demeanor, thrived under Laura's attentive care. The quiet afternoons spent reading stories together, the shared laughter during baking sessions, and the peaceful evenings by the fireplace all contributed to Emma's blossoming confidence and joy. Laura's ability to connect with Emma on a profound level mirrored her own journey of finding focus amidst chaos, creating a ripple effect of love and resilience that touched each of their hearts. One particularly memorable evening, as the first snowflakes of winter began to fall outside, Benjamin invited Laura to join him for a quiet walk through the beautifully illuminated garden surrounding the mansion. The air was crisp, carrying the scent of pine and the distant sounds of holiday preparations. Lanterns cast a warm glow on the snow-covered paths, creating a magical atmosphere that seemed to reflect the transformation happening within their lives. Laura, Benjamin began, his voice thoughtful. I've been thinking a lot about how much you've helped us. Emma has flourished with your support, and I can't thank you enough. Laura glanced at him, her eyes reflecting a mix of gratitude and humility. It's been my pleasure, Benjamin. Emma is a wonderful girl, and she deserves all the love and care she can get. Benjamin paused, searching her face for a moment before continuing. You know, in my business dealings, I've always valued efficiency and results. But with you, it's different. You bring something more, something that numbers can't measure. Laura felt a blush rise to her cheeks, touched by his words. Thank you. I've found purpose in helping Emma, and in doing so, I've started to heal myself as well. Their conversation was interrupted by the soft footsteps of Emma, who approached them with a basket of freshly picked flowers from the garden. She handed a delicate blossom to Laura, her eyes bright with pride. Look, Laura, I picked this for you. Laura accepted the flower, her heart swelling with emotion. Thank you, Emma. It's beautiful. As they stood together, surrounded by the beauty of the evening and the blossoming bond between them, Laura couldn't help but reflect on the unexpected turns her life had taken. What began as a desperate plea for help had blossomed into a relationship founded on mutual respect, love, and the shared journey of healing. Benjamin, too, had discovered a depth of connection and compassion that had long been absent from his life, his interactions with Laura and Emma enriching his existence in ways he had never imagined. The mansion, once a symbol of Benjamin's solitary success, had transformed into a home filled with laughter, love, and the comforting presence of a new family. Laura's dedication to Emma not only provided the young girl with the support she needed but also rekindled a sense of purpose within herself. The lessons learned from their intertwined lives were profound. Empathy could bridge the deepest of divides. Love had the power to heal the most profound wounds, and unexpected connections could lead to the most beautiful and enduring relationships. As autumn gave way to winter, the bond between Laura, Benjamin, and Emma only grew stronger. They navigated the challenges of life together, supporting one another through moments of joy and sorrow. Benjamin found himself leaning on Laura not just for emotional support but also for the practical aspects of managing the household and caring for Emma. Laura, in turn, discovered a renewed sense of hope and love, her heart healing through the compassion she extended and received. One particularly memorable evening, As they gathered around the dinner table adorned with festive decorations, Benjamin raised his glass in a toast. To new beginnings. To the love that binds us. And to the family we've become. Laura smiled, her eyes glistening with unshed tears. To us. And to the strength we find in each other. Their journey was not without its challenges. There were moments of doubt and fear. Times when the weight of their pasts threatened to overshadow their present. However, their unwavering support for one another and the lessons they had learned about empathy and compassion fortified their relationship. They understood that true love was not the absence of hardship, but the courage to face it together. As the years passed, Laura, Benjamin, and Emma continued to grow as a family. Their home became a haven not just for themselves but for others who sought refuge and understanding. They organized community events, supported local charities, and created spaces where others could find the same love and resilience that had transformed their lives. In the quiet moments, as Laura and Benjamin watched Emma play under the soft glow of the evening sun, they reflected on their journey. They had both lost something irreplaceable. Yet through their shared grief and compassion, they had found each other and a new sense of purpose. Their story was a testament to the enduring power of love, the importance of empathy, and the profound impact of giving someone else a second chance at life. Together, they promised to continue building a future filled with hope, compassion, and unwavering support, embodying the very essence of what it means to be a family. Their lives, once marked by loss and loneliness, were now defined by love, resilience, and the unbreakable bonds they had forged through their shared journey. Thank you for watching Empathy Stories. We hope Ryan, Olivia, and Isabella's journey has touched your heart and inspired you with their strength and compassion. If their story resonated with you, please like, subscribe, and share to help spread these powerful messages of love and resilience. Stay tuned for more inspiring tales that celebrate the beauty of human connection and the enduring power of empathy.